got a question. How do you get paid if you're only right half the time?
We gotta go. Thanks, Jim.
Nice meeting you.
Jim, thanks for your time.
Nice to meet you, Evan. I wish I had a dime every time somebody said that to me.
Before you think I'm a gluten-avoiding, muscle-lengthening, Snapchat filtering millennial who can't take a joke, let me just establish that I love to make fun of myself. It's my favorite.
And oh my goodness, take it in, America. Look at this.
But the only job you can be wrong line lacks two crucial joke qualities: laughs and underlying truth. A viewer recently posted this comment on my Facebook page after a snowstorm.
3 inches to forget it? Doctor's office, dentist, real estate, lawyer? I don't think so. Although the lawyer would probably get all the rest out.
But here's the thing. Those professions are all wrong. Doctors misdiagnose and occasionally cost a patient their life. Dentists have to re-drill root canals because it wasn't perfect the first time. And real estate agents misprice homes and take horrible pictures of their properties. Hey, man, I didn't have time to buy a stove yet. Can you just Photoshop it in? Sure, bro, no problem at all. And lawyers, come on, they lose cases, and in the case of criminal defense attorneys, get innocent clients sent to prison.
Everything that guy just says, bull. Thank you.
So sure, all professions make mistakes, but typically those mistakes are not visible to hundreds of thousands of people. Plus, and this is crucial, none of those professions are attempting to predict the future. But still, let's explore the facts of today's weather forecasting accuracy. Recently, WBZ meteorologist Eric Fisher tracked his forecast for an entire year. Now, first of all, I'm amazed he had time to input all that data between what I can only assume is a packed schedule of full-body renegade baths and ritualistic sacrifices with Patrick Dempsey. But more importantly, when it came down to hit or miss forecasts for precipitation, i.e. if he called for rain or snow, did it rain or snow that day, the accuracy was verifiably high. 89% accurate for the next day and 73% accurate for day 8, which means even a week in advance, the rain, no rain forecast was right roughly 3 out of 4 times. Not bad. And while tracking to this level is uncommon, this kind of accuracy for degreed meteorologists is not. And we're getting better, fast. Meteorologists are now as good with their 5-day forecasts as they were with their 3-day forecasts in 2005. That's a 66% improvement in just 13 years. And about 30 years ago, when the National Hurricane Center tried to predict where a hurricane would hit 3 days in advance, it missed by an average of 350 miles. Now the average miss is only about 100 miles. That's literally the difference between life and death in many cases. And we can now see a snowstorm coming 5 to 7 days in advance. And snowfall amounts are getting better, which is amazing considering that 1 inch of rain is equal to roughly 10 inches of snow. So any inaccuracy is amplified times 10. So we're getting good, really good at this. But no, admittedly, it's still not perfect. So why not? Well, in theory, weather forecasting could be 100% accurate. After all, the atmosphere is essentially a confluence of fluid dynamics and thermodynamics, both of which can be modeled. But in order to get it right every time, we'd have to know the position and composition of each molecule in the atmosphere. And there are 100 trillion of them. Visually, that's 100 followed by 42 zeros. And as it stands, there's simply no way to measure and remote sense each of those molecules. And even if we could, we still couldn't solve all the equations fast enough with the world's most advanced supercomputers. So what we're forced to do is solve the atmosphere via grid, or volumetric box, that vary in size from 100 kilometers down to 4 kilometers. And within these boxes, we make the assumption all the air is the same, which of course it isn't, and therein lies the error. Now the boxes are getting smaller and smaller every year, and with it, our accuracy improves. And it's not all just computing power and thermodynamics. It's us silly old meteorologists too. Human input has been shown to increase the accuracy of precipitation forecasts by 25% when compared to just computer model guidance alone. So to summarize, we're pretty accurate already, we're getting even better, your joke isn't funny, and there's still a need for us makeup-wearing, bad pun-making, cheesy headshot weather people.